Hey guys, welcome to day 8 of the Warboss Taste Painting Challenge. I've only gotten a little bit done today. Started putting some of the bronze work onto these ladies and some of the leather. The bronze work is just on these. Like the tubing here around their necks, along their legs, which working on this really showed me how much I missed getting right to the edges of the the interior armor pipings, which means I'm going to have to go back over all of this with the steel before I go onto it. But even that, just that little touch adds to these ladies. Doing fairly well at getting things done. I've got to go through and I base coated all of these, all of the leather on their pouches. I'm going to have to go back through and edge highlight those. But had a request for the paints I've been using. I mentioned some of them earlier, but in some of the earlier videos, but did not do a good job at continuing to mention those. And then I left one of the paints someplace. There it is. This is the main color I'm using on their shirts. German camo. Bright green, that's Vallejo color number 70.833. I did use a little bit of this to mix with a Caliban green, but I actually think you can totally just discard that if you're trying to recreate. The base coat for the armor is, nope, not that one. That's going to be the highlight coat, is Oily Steel, which is 70.865 for Vallejo model color. This is what I'm base coating both the bronze work and also the leather with, German camo black brown. It's a nice dark brown. It actually gives a better base for the bronze to show up with. Let's see what else. Yeah, like I said, then I'm going to wash the armor and highlight it with Model Air Steel, which requires absolutely zero thinning, though it does need a retarder put into it because it dries super fast. And so far the wash on the cloaks has been old school Devlin mud, and this will be the wash over the armor once I get all the bronze put onto it. And then I'll go onto it. Let's see, I guess we can go on to the question now. Today's big question is all about goals, whether or not you achieved your second week goals or not. Excuse me a second. Important business. And I've actually achieved a lot more than I expected. I expected to have less painting time than I have had, and I've gotten a lot of stuff done. Mainly, it's what it's really shown me is that I've made poor choices with my time for a long period of time when it comes to painting. I do have, Civilization 5. I've got a lot of stuff done on that, but really doesn't give you a lasting achievement. I've kind of hit that watershed in my adult life where I still like video games, but I'm really not feeling that same sense of accomplishment I used to have. Like I've got the Warhammer Total War game, and I've spent maybe a third of the amount of time on it as I have on any of the other Total War titles, just because I play it for a little while and I'm like, I really could be doing something else. Could be painting, could be writing, could be playing with my kids, could be sleeping. That's an amazing thing that you really miss once the kids start growing up. But I digress. Back to the week 2 goals. I'm not really going to change my goals at the moment. I'm still working to get these ladies done. Those bases are actually going to be more work than I'm really letting myself think about. But once I get the girls done, the ladies done, I can get to work on the bases, and that will help out. That will really kind of fire them up. I'm kind of debating on how I'm going to paint those. I think I'm going to add more color and not just metallics, because it looks like a lot of floor plates, steel plates, and mud, and that's kind of boring. I did see, I think it was Oasis Rising had painted some up, and she put like caution chevrons across them all, so that should be that's an idea, a possibility, but I'll have to look at them and see. I definitely want to pick out the Aquillas that are on the floorboards, maybe with gold or with white even. That would be good. But I do have that Penitent engine. It's washed, and I've been picking all the flash and filing down the mold lines as I can. And then once my bases come in, I'm going to build it and see if I can get that one put together. That probably will take the rest of the competition, well, the challenge. And if it doesn't, then I'll put together a 5 or 10 man sister squad and get them painted up. I think I'm definitely going to start posting. I'm going to try for bi-weekly at first. Every other week, just post something up and show some progress on the sisters and on whatever else I'm going to do. Because especially as Christmas gets closer, I'm going to pull some of these Star Wars models off the shelf and build them. Those actually, if I sit and work at them, don't take very long at all. The decals are really good for doing color, and they're much easier than masking and painting a lot of the things in there. You don't have to match colors. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good time. The first week of videos were really good, and I'm still catching up on some people's stuff, and I'm doing pretty good and keeping up with others. But you know, it's finding time, making time, and doing what you need to do. Anyway, have a good one. Bye.